yes, she's a DEI hire. She's a DEI hire. She was hired because she was a woman and because she was a woman of color. And she started calling herself black. Then this interviewer gonna tell me, well, she always called herself black. You telling a lie because Kamala Harris called herself whatever she need to call herself to get whatever vote she need to get. I'm waiting on her to say that she's a trans woman because now she's trying to get votes on the trans community. She became a black woman when she was running for VP.
What's going on, guys? So we got to talk about the continued civil war between the blacks, okay? Because there's this camp of people who feel like black folks need to stand on business. They need to stand on code and just stand behind Kamala no matter what, because she's allegedly pretending to be black. And a lot of people are falling for it, which doesn't surprise me at all. And there's also, oddly enough, a group of women who stand behind Kamala because she's a woman, a group of white women, a lot of them, like literally a group called White Women for Kamala, shout out to the racists, who are standing behind Kamala only because she's a woman. Now, in this video, we're going to react to a black woman who is basically super ticked off because of the way that that woke behind ABC interviewer tried to hold that National Association of Black Journalists interview, where she basically came literally out of the gate with attacks against Teflon Don, trying to frame them as some sort of question. The whole time she's like, well, you falsely said this and you said this about black people, so how do you respond to that and these racist comments that you made and say that black people should vote for you? That's basically what she said. And this lady, black woman, again, is not having it because she knows and she sees the propagandization of the fake news. And I'm really appreciating the fact that there's so many people waking up. But not to belabor that point, I want to show you exactly what she has to say. Let's get into it.
Before I start this interview, I'm going to ask y'all to, forgive my language in advance. Because I'm going to say some stuff on here that I don't usually say on my videos. So those of y'all who have sensitive ears, keep swiping. Let this be one of my videos that you swipe on by. Because, listen, playtime is over and the gloves are off. Now, listen, first I want to say thank you to my Chi-Town sister who, let me know that Trump was going to be in Chicago during the interview. Now, let me say this. This was the most disrespectful interview I think I've ever seen. First of all, Trump knew when he went to this interview that he was going in the lion's den. Kudos, Trump, to you going to this, because this was some straight up bullshit. This girl was so disrespectful, it's ridiculous. The whole panel was disrespectful, but it was so disrespectful, it was ridiculous. First of all, Kamala Harris didn't even show up. Kamala Harris didn't even show up because she don't feel like she needs to show up because she already knows she got the black votes lined up in Chicago and she don't have no respect for the black people. Exactly. And let's not forget, she chicken. She complete chicken. She been saying she wanted to debate Trump, and this would have been the best time for her to be on stage with Trump and say whatever she wanted to say to him. But of course, she didn't even show up. The doggone interviewers, they were 35 minutes late because they had no respect for Trump either. But Trump, kudos to you for going into this bull crap.
The reason she didn't show up to have a debate, she wants to levy this as some sort of talking point that like Trump is somehow afraid to debate her. They said that about Sleepy Joe. How the hell did that go? Let's not forget what Tulsi Gabbard did to Kamala Harris, okay? She ended her damn career in literally under a minute.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Now, this interview didn't even start the interview off by saying hello, President Trump, or hello, former President Trump, or hello, Trump. She didn't even speak to him. She just went straight into the attacks. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like Kamala Harris at all. Period. Y'all know I don't like Kamala Harris.
Me neither.
But she is the VP of the United States of America. And then if I had a conversation with her, if I had an interview with her, the first thing I would do before I even started any question would say, hello, VP Harris, how you doing? That's the least respect you can give to anybody. But these disrespectful tricks, they have any respect for Trump. All they did was come out with attacks from the beginning. From the beginning, that's all they came out with. Now, this dumbass trick gonna have the nerve to say to Trump, tell me why should black people support you? With your rhetoric and all this and all that, and why should black people support you? You lied about Obama, you lied about Nikki Haley, and let me tell y'all something. That's what a lot of the black community mad at Trump about, because Trump questioned Obama citizenship in the United States of America, and you cannot question King Obama, because black folks will have a fit. That's what a lot of them upset with Trump about. Because you can't question their God. And a lot of black people, their God is Obama. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. It is what it is. I said what I said, and I meant what the I said. Yep, I said it. But let me tell y'all this right here. So she comes at Trump with all this old bull crap. So, of course, Trump said, well, I've done a lot of stuff for the black community. He said the same thing he always said. I've done more for the black community than anybody except for Abraham Lincoln. Then this dumb, supposed to be educated ass trick had the audacity to say with her brainwashed, brain-dead, simple-minded ass. So you telling me you done more for the black community than Lyndon B. Johnson, who passed the Voting Rights Act? This has got to be the dumbest bitch I ever heard in my life, and I've heard a lot of them. But she's supposed to be so educated. First of all, let me tell y'all something, because I'm tired of blacks acting like Democrats, and Lyndon B. Johnson did so much for the goddamn black community. Lyndon B. Johnson didn't have a choice but to sign off on the Voting Rights Act, because Republicans passed it. He was the president of the United States of America, and he didn't have a choice but to sign off on it. It's not like Lyndon B. Johnson and the Democrat Party did a goddamn thing for blacks out of the kindness of their heart. They did it because they didn't have a choice, because Republicans passed it. And I'm so sick of these goddamn dumbass black folks acting like Democrats love us. They ain't never cared nothing about us, and they still don't. But y'all keep falling for this goddamn trap they keep putting out there, thinking they care so much about you. And yep, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. But then, shit goes on to ask, so you call, Republicans, and y'all said Kamala Harris is a DEI hire. Do you think she's a DEI hire? Fuck yeah, she's a DEI hire. She's a DEI hire. She was hired because she was a woman, and because she was a woman of color, and she started calling herself black. Then this interviewer gonna tell me, well, she always called herself black. You telling her lie, because Kamala Harris called herself whatever she need to call herself to get whatever votes she need to get. I'm waiting on her to say that she's a trans woman, because now she's trying to get votes from the trans community. Kamala Harris has been an energy woman when she was running up there in California. She became a black woman when she was running for VP, and she needed the black votes. And like I said, I'm waiting on her to say she's a trans woman, because now she's trying to get votes from the trans community. So don't sit up here and act like Kamala Harris don't switch with the wind because she can't. That was the worst interview ever. And Trump, I give kudos to you for even going into this bullshit, because I wouldn't have went nowhere near it. I wouldn't have went nowhere near it, period. But let me tell y'all something. If y'all sit up here think
Teflon Don, I'm gonna let her finish out because it's only a couple more seconds left. Teflon Don's not afraid. It's that simple. He will literally go anywhere. People keep acting like he's afraid. Trump goes everywhere. Trump is too much of a prideful man to, even if he were afraid of anything, which he's not, to not show. Like, Trump, this dude got shot at and stood right the hell back up. I'd probably be scared. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'd be like, man, I ain't trying to get, I'm gonna stay on the ground. It's safe down here. I'm gonna stay down here. Trump got back up, talking about some fight. A lot of people wouldn't have got back up. A lot of people would be like, you know what? It's not worth it. I got plenty of money. I'm out here. I don't got to do this. Okay. People trying to kill me. This man is a real man. Who the hell? You got people shooting at you. Why the hell would you be afraid of Kamala Harris? Come on now.
Just because the person is black, or just because the person is a woman, that they got to jump in line with the Democratic Party, or they got to vote for Kamala Harris. Kiss the crack of my ass, because I am a black woman, and I'm not voting for either. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris, and I'm not voting for the Democratic Party, and it is what the fuck it is.
Ooh. Oh, man. Wow. Brutal takedown. Look, you got to love it. Look, I know this is going to release literally in the morning of Friday morning. So apologies for those of y'all. I mean, it's not on Sunday, right? And I'm going to bleep out most of the cussing because I got to. YouTube will just block it if I don't, or they'll derank it or whatever. But this is exactly how I feel. I normally don't speak with the same type of language, but I can assure you that on the inside, oh yeah, she was speaking to my spirit's fired up listening to this queen over here. But that's the whole nature of this game right now. The Democrats are doing what they always do. They're playing identity politics. And I want to say the sad thing is that it's kind of working, but it's also kind of not. Like, you got a lot of people who just are jumping on the bandwagon. And then you got all these videos that me and so many others keep posting that are demonstrating a lot of people are outraged by the push to jump on the identity politics bandwagon. The thing that Democrats say that they hate so much, be it like racism and misogyny, but they try to levy it as a manipulation and a tactic to win elections and fulfill whatever objectives that they want, be it for the LGBTQ community, be it with women, and be it with black people. They always levy race hustling and race baiting and any type of like gender wars between men and women to their advantage. And it's sick and it's pathetic. And these people deserve to get their ass kicked this November, and they must get their butts kicked. Be sure to get out there and vote. Don't let these videos, don't watch all these videos and then don't vote now. Get out there and vote. Make sure they lose. Make sure that we can celebrate together, because we can't let these radicals take over the country. We can't handle no more inflation. Okay, we can't handle no more girls getting beat up. Like, girl at the Olympics got hit in the face, and then she quit the match. She like, man, you hit too hard, because it was basically a dude hitting her in the face talking about they a girl. You can't afford these ridiculously high interest rates. Okay, housing market's terrible. Hell, you can't even get loans approved in this economy. Okay, wages relatively stagnant. They're trying to act like they're increasing. Not really, guys. Most people I know still making roughly 40-ish K a year. That's not a lot. That's not a lot considering how much the prices are going up. Price of rent, gas, electricity, not to mention sharing all these resources with all these illegal migrants. We can't afford it, guys. Be sure to vote for Teflon Don. Otherwise, you're going to see another ranting video, not just from me, but this sister who you just saw a moment ago. And oh yeah, we're both going to be pissed. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
I saw Kamala today on X, and she was expressing the fact that she could cook some collard greens in a bathtub. Ooh. We don't give a fuck about you cooking no goddamn collard greens in no motherfucking bathtub, Kamala.